Hi there, this is Ronnie Ambers Night coming at you with a video. I just thought I'd do a video just to bring everyone who watches this up to speed on this community project um, that I've made a couple of videos about before. It's taken a turn, an interesting turn, not one that I was completely ready for, but I'm going to have to be now. When I did the original videos, uh, talking about getting donations and so on of games, it was always under the assumption that the tabletop gaming idea for the kids that I had was always meant to be one small cog in the big engine. Um, and it was one that may be of interest and may not be of interest. But it was never the forefront of a campaign. It was it was a small part of a larger framework. Now it's become a larger part, not because it's bigger per se, but because circumstances have uh, sort of pushed us into looking at alternatives to some of the plans that we had originally for various reasons, which I don't want to get into. But one of the consequences of these uh, shifting sort of priorities is we are now looking at having to do more with the things we definitely have. And one of the things we definitely have are a lot of tabletop games, or access to some tabletop games. So now we're looking at tabletop gaming being pushed a little more to the front than I had expected. I don't know what to feel about this. Tabletop gamer that I am, I'm very excited at this. I'm also apprehensive. I am aware that tabletop gaming is not as popular as it used to be, and certainly in terms of things like role-playing games or wargaming, it is an extremely fringe hobby. Now, as I've said in other videos, and I'll repeat briefly here, I believe that there are many social and educational advantages to tabletop gaming, which is why I thought it would be a good idea for the kids in this area. But it's kind of scary being sort of pushed to the front now, or being pushed more to the front than I had intended. Scary and exciting. So now what's happening is I've put a sort of post up on my Facebook page um, uh, asking for friends to maybe come around and maybe help run some games, play some games. My God, let's play some games. I mean, we're talking about playing games such as, you know, I'm hoping to maybe get a role-playing game on. I'm hoping to get a lot of board games on, card games and so on. I, out of necessity and because funds are, you know, they're not infinite, they're finite, and I wanted to keep things realistic. Most of the board games I bought were traditional family games that I found secondhand, mostly on eBay. And that's fine. I might bring a couple of my own games down, games like Munchkin. Maybe bring down a couple of extra decks of Magic so some people can play, so that people can see Magic being played. I like this idea. I'm not sure how I'm going to work it though. It's a lot of responsibility being put on my head, and I'm kind of daunted by it. I'm patiently awaiting this wonderful donation that's come from Canada, which hopefully should arrive. It's still in transit right now. I'm hoping it will arrive within the next week. What I am hoping is that it doesn't get stuck in customs. Because that would be a worry. But I don't think it will get stuck in customs. I would like to see it arrive sooner, so I can actually make some plans. Failing that, I might end up running something like Dragon Age. Firstly, because it's a very simple rule system, and I think if people are watching, it's a rule system that they would wrap their heads around very quickly. It's not as involved as D20. Either that or something like Savage Worlds. Anyway, something like that. Also, they are games that can actually be bought right here, right now. They're not second-hand games. They are very much of the here and now, which I think people would like to see. I mean, a lot of the games that are being donated from Canada are older games. I mean, I asked people for, old second-hand games that they didn't have anymore, that they didn't want anymore. And it's been I've had a lot of positive posts and comments on the YouTube RPG Brigade page and Lanarkshire Gamers. My friends have been very supportive as well, which is good. So it's kind of scary and kind of exciting and kind of interesting. I just hope I can pull it off.